Hello again, everyone. I'm Richard Weil, and I'm the principal and owner of National Restaurant Consultants, and we welcome you into the National Restaurant Consultants NRC Helpful Moment number 138. It's 138th edition, and as always, welcoming in Mr. Brian Devine from CafeFuel Top Line Management. Hi, Brian. How's it going today?
It is great. How about yourself, Richard?
We're doing well, doing well. Today, I'm actually in the southeast part of the Denver metro area.
Mhm.
I'm inside of one of our clients' restaurants. I'm in their office, so it's a little hopeful we'll hold on and you guys can hear me for a few minutes. If not, Brian will carry on. Today's topic is all about training. I've been reading some articles lately, and we all know how difficult it is to attract and retain quality employees. One of the 10 basic business needs. And today it's probably the number one need of all restaurateurs, hospitality industry, not just our industry, but almost every industry is hurting for people. And what I'm reading and what I believe it's training. Training can set you apart being able to retain staff that will hopefully through word of mouth and some referrals get you new staff if you're doing the right things with training. And people understanding and knowing what to do, how to do it, and explaining the fact that they can tell you, yes, I can do that. You have about a 90% success rate in having retention with people being able to execute what you need done. And I know that's a lot of words, what I just said, but if you think about it, we spend all this time and energy worrying about food costs, what it costs to bring the product in, what it costs in terms of labor costs, or it could be in terms of your overhead. If we spent more time physically and mentally and even emotionally training staff and understanding what to do and how to do it, you got a greater chance of keeping that staff member and keeping your guests happy. And you know what? It starts with your management team. And sometimes we forget that the managers, they need as much support and as much training as we can possibly give them. Continuing education for your management team can go miles in terms of keeping those good managers, but more importantly, helping them stay motivated and excited about training your staff. We bring on a new employee, they get their training by being put into the fire. That's what happens with our industry. We put them into the fire and then we look back and say, hey, they only lasted a week or they quit, they went on. I don't think we can emphasize enough about training, training, and training. And I don't think you can spend enough time or even resources training. Invest in your people, invest in their time and their talents. You took the time to interview them, you took the time to hire them, onboard them, put into your payroll system. For goodness sakes, give them the training they deserve. So that's really the message for today. I'm sure Brian's got something to pivot towards in terms of the marketing side. It looks like my message stayed on, so hopefully I'll be able to be heard for the next few more minutes. As Brian, carry on, please.
All right, Richard, thank you so much for that. And I want to capitalize on something that you said regarding training is not just about the staff, but it's also about keeping your customers happy. And that brought me to something that I know we talk about a lot, and that's reviews. So when your customers are happy, you get those positive reviews, and positive reviews help keep the flow, help keep people coming in. And I just want to point something out. This actually happened today, where I had a client that was told by a consultant to get 700 reviews in the next month. And they started actively trying to do that. And then they couldn't figure out why their SEO, as far as where they were in the map listing, started to go away, and why they'd gotten over 100, but they started reviews were getting removed. Well, it's because you're setting up this huge red flag to Google saying I'm cheating. Okay, so don't do that. That is like the worst advice that any consultant could ever give you. So if somebody says that to you, just kick them out. So that is absolutely the wrong thing to do. The right thing to do is to what Richard was talking about, have great training so that your staff is well trained, so they know how to handle things, so that your customers are happy. And when you just simply have a process in place to get positive reviews and you consistently get them, even if it's just one a week, that will do more than getting 500 in a couple of days. Because what people respond to is that the most recent reviews and consistently seeing that people are still going to your restaurant. So that's what I really wanted to kind of focus on today is, don't try to explode things. And I think that also goes to training, where it's like, okay, if you've decided that you're going to really start to take full advantage of all the training that you might have put in place in the past, but you haven't been using, don't try and cram it all in at once. Okay. Do the same thing, because people are still people. And if they're used to doing things a certain way and you need to get them to move into a different direction, then you start with that training and then you add the next one and the next one, rather than sort of dumping it all at once, because it does the same thing. It sends up red flags for your employees, just like it sends up the red flags for Google. So please don't do that. Does that make sense, Richard?
Absolutely. And it's really kind of a module, compartmentalized, whatever word you want to call it. The human brain, we've been through a whole lot in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
We're overwhelmed. Our staff is overwhelmed emotionally, logically, whatever way you want to put it. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Give them the opportunity to come back, learn something new, even if it's retraining. And I can't emphasize the word retraining. Remember, yeah, I know we've been reopened for quite a few months, but sometimes we've picked up bad habits or no habits at all. So I think Brian's right. Compartmentalize it. Take your time and think through it. Look at it as in the eyes of your guests, as as well. So that's really it. We had a fairly brief NRC Helpful Moment today. I mean, I think we've been out about 6-7 minutes right now, something like that. We don't want to take a lot of your time up every week, but if we can be helpful, that's the whole point of the NRC Helpful Moment. So, Brian, anything else?
That's it. I think we covered it, Richard.
All right. So long for now, everyone. Thank you.
Have
Bye.
a great, everybody.